and welcome to the eFresh.com Dairy News. Today is the 4th of December. My name is Kim and these are this week's headlines. Dairy industry needs champion. Tassie dairy farms reject offer. Fonterra still keen on China. Dairy Australia reviews year. Campina introduces milk in sachet. The number of dairy farmers in Wales has dropped by a third in 5 years, and there are warnings that more needs to be done to save the industry. Farmers are also not getting a fair price for the milk they produce, says a committee which analysed the industry. It is recommended that an independent champion to promote the Welsh dairy industry should be put in place, an urge for a UK ombudsman. The report warned that unless steps were taken, the dairy industry in Wales did not have a secure future. The committee called on public bodies to increase the proportion of dairy products they procured locally in order to help safeguard milk producers. The inquiry took evidence from farming unions, dairy producers, promoters, and the Minister for Rural Affairs by the Assembly government. Only one Tasmanian dairy farmer has signed to continue to supply National Foods with milk. National Foods set its 90 suppliers an ultimatum to accept its latest offer of 33 cents a litre, an offer farmers say is almost 7 cents below the cost of production. The Japanese-owned company has been in a bitter pricing standoff with farmers for 2 months, and its conduct has been scrutinized by 2 Senate inquiries. National Foods has launched an advertising campaign looking for new suppliers. The company has refused to say how many Tasmanian farmers were on board since it set its deadline. It is unlikely any of the Tasmanian dairy farmers who supply competitor Fonterra will switch to National Foods. However, many current National Foods suppliers are on a waiting list to move to the New Zealand-based Fonterra. Fonterra has reiterated its commitment to China as the execution of 2 men involved in the melamine baby milk poisoning turns a spotlight back on its disastrous investment there. China executed 2 Chinese sentenced in January for their part in the deliberate melamine lacing of milk supplies to more than 20 Chinese dairy companies, including Sanlu, in which Fonterra held a 43% stake. Fonterra's handling of the poisoning was widely criticized at home, and questions remain about why it did not immediately demand a public recall of Sanlu products. Instead, while product continued to be sold into households, Fonterra took Chinese provincial government advice that a trade recall was more desirable. Dairy Australia chairman Max Roberts told farmers and the industry at the Dairy Australia annual general meeting that in a year full of changes, the Australia industry's core strength is its collaboration. Mr. Roberts acknowledged the roller coaster ride that dairy has endured this year, with volatility in demand, declining milk prices, climate and input prices. He said that while it had been a very difficult year, recent signs of market recovery look positive. Throughout 2008 and 2009, Dairy Australia invested in 173 projects based on agreed industry priorities. Dairy Australia Managing Director Mike Ginnivan said that investments and outcomes are regularly reviewed to be consistent with their objective of viable, sustainable industry. The sachet milk category witnessed a new entrant as Friesland Campina Wamco Nigeria introduced a 35-gram evaporated sachet to the market. The company said that the objective of launching the sachet milk was to make evaporated milk more accessible to more Nigerians. Mr. Bob Statescamp, managing director of the company, said at the unveiling in Lagos that the technologies used in the manufacture of the product has never been used anywhere in the world. The new Peak evaporated milk sachet contains the same content and cream the evaporated milk in the 170-gram Peak has. With this, consumers who like the creaminess of evaporated milk but cannot afford a big tin of 170 grams will have access to the same quality with Peak milk in the sachet form. Thank you for watching the eFresh.com Dairy News. See you next time.